So bring it on, fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Mohammed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening pace. He's a huge threat when he's running at defenders, but he's also proved in recent times that he's a top-class finisher. Opposition defences are going to have to be wary about playing a high line because there's nothing this guy relishes more than space to run into, and once he gets there, he's gone.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. So that's got things underway. Pass is just off target. And he's in on goal, takes a shot! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into...
And the shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! And they can counter here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Crosses it in here. Hernandez can get it clear. Van Nistelrooy gets it away. That'll be a throw. Threads one in, and he's picked it up out wide. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Makalele gets it clear. Trezeguet. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. The referee's awarded a free kick. Trezeguet receives it in a wide position. And it's Salah. And the finish! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh, what a climb! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Nicely weighted ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Egypt trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Played out to the left flank. Trezeguet. Makalele does well to stand firm and defend it. Now, can they get him away?
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's El Neni. He's played it back. And he shoots! Mohammed Salah with the short one. Hit into the middle, punched away. Milan have the chance to go the other way. And this is Mohammed Salah. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Trezeguet. And it's El Neni. And here's Mohammed Salah. Shevchenko powering forward here. And he welcomes... Decent chance! Oh, taken with style! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Mohammed Salah chasing after it. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Lofted in, cleared away. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. And it's Okazaki. Mohammed Salah. And Rafinha. And it's Salah. Can he get on the end of this? It's Okazaki! Cleared without complication. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
He's got tall. He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Mahmoud, out to the right, could move up a gear here. He's a sharp little ball here.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And this is Van Nistelrooy. And that'll be the final action of the first half. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Milan go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And the action is back on the way. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rafinha. Nice control. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Salah. Now that looks a decent ball. Drilled in low. Upamecano attempts a clearance. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And it's been taken short. Fired deep towards the back post. Looking for options for movement. And that was very necessary. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rafinha. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Trezeguet is onto this. Tries to pass it through.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Salah. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Rafinha. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Trezeguet. Well, that pass isn't the best. Van Nistelrooy being hunted in packs.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Mohammed Salah goes steaming forward. And he's there to belt it away. Oh, what a ball!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Milan still have the cards to affect this game. He's gone direct here. And it's Salah. Wriggles his way through. Great vision. It's a promising position. Mohammed Salah. Swept in. Great ball, and he's in here. And that is expertly dealt with. El Neni.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Vieira can get it clear. Distributed tidily. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Stoichkov. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mohammed Salah. A corner it is then.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Egypt are making a change now. Tries to get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. El Neni. Vieira gets a foot in here. Rafinha. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's a good ball out wide. Out to the left it goes. Crossed into the middle. Vieira tries to clear. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, super ball! He's having a shot! Stoichkov! Oh, wonderful! About as smooth as it gets. And they are pulling clear here.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Milan find a position of real strength now. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's in a great chance for a shot! Sticks it away! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
So is this the start of a comeback? Cannavaro, keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Shevchenko, he gets big! Defending of the desperate... Oh, what has happened here? And time is up. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Van Nistelrooy, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Hello,
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Welcome our lads to the field.
And so we stand for the anthems. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, this fella, Reece James, is one of the example of the glut of talent England has at its disposal in this position. He is the complete full-back, wing-back, just as good going forward as backwards. But in his case, I suppose, it's all in the genes too, coming from such a strong footballing family.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs two of the three central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with this setup.
Well, we're on the way. Great defending, strong and determined.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Mohammed Salah will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Milan disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Socek. Looking to play him in. Donnarumma gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. That has ended up in no man's land. Socek knocks it into space, and he's picked out the run. It's a really well-measured ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's had it taken off him.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Hazard. That looks a good ball through, and that is expertly dealt with. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. And the counter is on. Mohammed Salah. The muscular approach does pay off here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Fires it in low. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
James. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Schick. And he's been shifted off it. Played out to the right. Mohammed Salah. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's managed to get free. Cross neat shot at goal! That really would have raised the roof.
Well, look, we know there's a sense of artistry in everything he does. That's so typically him.
That has been knocked clear. And that is out of play. And it's Makalele. Now it's Via Makalele.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Can he get it through? And he's onside. The Czech Republic trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it.
He's tried one! Very nearly half an hour gone here. Gets into some space. Cross to the back post. Hernandez can get it clear. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Delicate ball, and he's got tall. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that plummets the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Makalele. Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, can he get onto this? Can he get onto this? And it's made its way to him. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Well, there's the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Always onto this. And this is Hazard. Ball swung in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ambitious ball here. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Chips it through. Tries to get it clear. Climbs up big! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Schick.
2 added minutes.
The
has
Czech
been
Republic
indicated.
looking to pass their way through, and it's a foul. Hazard can so cleverly bypass the press. Gets good distance on it. And it's half-time here. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Just a quick announcement, it is now time
So
for
they
our
head in
special
no
lottery.
further forward.
Please grab
The
the
score
tickets you were
here,
given when
still
you were walking through the
0-0.
gates. Everyone, please welcome to the field our players.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Socek. This looks promising. And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Kroll is offering a wry smile there.
Milan have the chance to go the other way. Azar. Kroll. Driving forward. And he's had it hit! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And that is had a shot! And that is doing no harm at all. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Tries to play it through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And it's been taken short. Played into the box. And that should get the job done. Sofal picks it up out wide. Oh, that's nice. Takes aim and crosses. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Substitution for Czech Republic.
The Czech Republic can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Is number 19.
Oh, smashing header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Socek promptly onto that, and that is that. Just about up to the hour now. Vieira being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Nicely spread. Salah. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Villa. He'll try to keep this alive. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Mohammed Salah. And it's James. Makaleli. And Mohammed Salah. And it's James. Hernandez. A probing pass. Torres is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Makaleli.
The Czech Republic have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And it's Van Nistelrooy.
This is the time you need that pace.
Strong running down that left flank. That's a lovely pass. Danger averted for now. 75 minutes played.
The Czech Republic clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Corner then.
Substitution for Czech Republic. Number 8.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
On the field. Number 9. Number 6.
David Villa! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Socek. Losek powering forward here. Great chance!
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Vieira. Plays it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
It's a mighty effort! He can get that clear.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Tries to pass it through. Just 5 minutes left. Vieira does really well to win the ball there.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, it's come loose. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Hazard.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Losek.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And that little bit of skill has got him away. He's looking wide. Hoisted in. Hernandez gets it away. Makaleli. David Villa.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Looking for options for movement. Tries a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Villa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitution.
Milan are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. There's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Well, it looks like he's playing his
Up he goes! And the whistle goes, so nearly a telling finale, but it ends 0-0. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Milan certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
I'd just like to read out our fan club members who are celebrating their birthdays today.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this fella Reece James is one of the example of the glut of talent England has at its disposal in this position. He is the complete full-back, wing-back, just as good going forward as backwards. But in his case, I suppose, it's all in the genes too, coming from such a strong footballing family.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Well, we're on the way. And here's Park Ji-sung. Kubo. Great vision. Park Ji-sung is wide and looking to get onto this. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Tuanzebe.
Driving forward. And he's being shifted off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Katompa Mvumpa. Mbemba.
Tuanzebe.
And it's Mbemba. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. And he cuts out the supply. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And this is Mohammed Salah. Kubo gets his head on it! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Looking to play him in. He's in space and looking for options. Spread out to the left. Lofted in. He rises! Decent enough try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Mohammed Salah going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
He's picked his way through, tries a shot! And he can clear it away. Can he get on the end of this? Hoist it in. Up he goes! It's hit the crossbar. That's really well cleared. Crosses it in. It's a mighty effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Out to the left it goes. He's found the way through. Plenty to aim at here. Big chance! He scores! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Seedorf. And Mohammed Salah. Milan are looking to break at pace. And it's Davids.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Upamecano, and it's slung out wide. Now that's well seen too. Katompa Mvumpa. Good pressure, determined, intense. Hernandez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Milan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Out of play for a throw. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. That's a cute ball. Look at... Oh, shooting chance! And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Milan find a position of real strength now. Salah. But that has not gone well. Masuaku. Tries to play it through. Davids distributed tidily.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Can he get it through? Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Milan will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. Here we go again. Turns back here, probably the best option. Mbemba. Passing is crisp and sharp. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That has ended up in no man's land. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Tries to pass it through. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Kubo. And it's Stoichkov. And the pass is intercepted. Katompa Mvumpa. Nicely spread. Now, can they get him a decent chance? And somehow he kept it out.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
And it's been taken short. He's on it, can he get away? James gets good distance on it. That is lovely. Played in.
Democratic Republic of Congo clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Park Ji-sung receives it in a wide position. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, nice touch. Played it early. Seedorf. A probing pass. Neither of these two want to come off second best. No, he refuses to take the bait. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Kubo does well to get it back. And that is as far as they're going to go. Just eases him off the ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble.
Oh, what has happened here? Played it again. Oh, what a climb! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Mohammed Salah. Stoichkov. Kubo. Shot a goal! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Milan certainly looked sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Oh, smashing header! Danger averted for now. And now they can spring out of defence. Stood up well to him there. Oh, good spread. He has found the way through. James. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Now he's off and running. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has been slung wide. Terrific header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 5.
Milan
Okazaki.
are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Il numero 20. Il numero 11. Fernando Torres.
Now it's Mohammed Salah. Oh, it's a great ball here. Great chance! It's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Milan are having a ball here. Five minutes left on the clock. That's very neat. Plays a sharp little ball. Big header! Not the worst header in the world, but nothing comes of it. Seedorf. That's an imaginative pass. Stoichkov receives it in a good position here. Can he finish? Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Mbemba. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. It's an inviting looking ball, that. A heavy challenge. And that is as far as it goes. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect. To win, they will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Voici maintenant la composition de l'équipe du
Cameroon
Cameroun.
have gone with a 4-5-1, Jim.
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I've mentioned.
So off we go then. Well, you could make a case to say, Jim, that Park Ji-sung is the most successful Asian export ever.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Hugely popular, and it's hard to argue if you look at his record at the very top level. A player with an impeccable work ethic and discipline, and he has the knack of turning up at all the big games too.
Knocks it out wide. Backward it goes. Tries to play it through. And he's picked it up out wide. And it's crossed into the middle. Kivior tries to clear. Ogisa. And can he finish it? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, that is commitment to the cause. They've played it short, and it's made its way to him. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely spread. Hernandez gets it away. And it's on Gisa. Makalele with the clearance. Crossed in once more. Firmly met. And now the breakaway. It's a really well-measured ball. He's in space and looking for options. Van Nistelrooy. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Seedorf. Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. Anguissa. Cannavaro attempts a clearance. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Kubo. Aimed beyond the defence. Tries to get it clear. And they're back on the ball again. Kubo going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Anguissa chips it through.
This is the time you need that pace.
Kubo providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He has found the way through. Tolo. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Okazaki. Fernando Torres. Okazaki. That's gone for a throw-in. He's had it taken off him. And that's another throw. Wriggles his way through. Now it's Okazaki. Kubo.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Fernando Torres. Torres goes steaming forward. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, shooting chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Hernandez calmly anticipates. Okazaki. Looking here to chip it through. Shoots! Superb goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
This looks promising. Plays it across. Shapes to shoot! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Le numéro 10.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Si vous avez un billet, regardez bien l'écran. Et merci d'accueillir nos joueurs comme ils le méritent.
Milan kick off the second half. Kubo.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Makaleli. That's a good ball out wide. He is just caressing the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now, can they get him away? Too long, and over the line. And here's Abubakar. Cross goes in there. And he's there to clear it. Okazaki is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Wu works it forward. That has been slung wide. He's found a way through. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so... And Van Nistelrooy! Goal, Milan! Into the lead once more. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there. But you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Wu. 60 minutes played.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Seedorf deals with that comfortably. Chips it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Over to the left. Van Nistelrooy. Oh, good spread. Now it's Kubo. Kubo going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's forced to go back. And here's Torres. He has a look out. Anguissa. Cannavaro. Makaleli. Milan are looking to break at pace. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Zambo Anguissa. He's looking wide. Oh, it's a great chance! And yes, it's there! It's level again! What a match we have!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
And now he has two.
Changement pour le Cameroun. Le numéro 10.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So, a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
Quite a thriller. He's having a go! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Changement pour le Cameroun. Le numéro 19. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 26.
He gets big! Oh, should have put that away. Chupamoting. Anguissa, played out to the right. Still anyone's game this, one moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Seedorf. Kivior. And it's Makaleli. And Shevchenko. Spread it left. Park Ji-sung. He's picked his way through.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And it's Shevchenko. That is ended up in no man's land.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Nicely aimed pass.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Played out to the left flank. Park Ji-sung.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Anguissa knocks it into space. He's in takes a shot! So nearly the total turnaround. They simply ran out of time. It has ended all square. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Milan may have approached this game as a probable win, Peter, and didn't address the basics properly that may have achieved it.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Est prié de déplacer immédiatement son véhicule avant que la fourrière ne l'emporte.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
La formazione del Milan.
Makalele, totally focused today, as always, as he has been throughout the 499 appearances he's made up until this one.
Well, what an amazing career he's had, Peter, and I'm sure this won't be the last significant landmark he'll surpass. I think when it comes to consistency, this guy has set the levels.
So off we go then. Now it's McGinn. Well, that has not gone well. Nicely spread. Now it's McGinn. That is lovely. Oh, important interception. Seedorf. Can he get it through? He's picked it up, Shevchenko! And that has been clubbed away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that pass just didn't quite work. Seedorf, he shifted it to the flank, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
McGinn. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Hazard. And this is Mohammed Salah. There's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
He's in plenty of space here. That's very neat. Can he get on the end of this? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this... Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Robertson can get it clear. Mohammed Salah will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Robertson. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's McGinn. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good.
Has a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Cross deflected behind for a corner. That has been knocked clear. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Makaleli. Now it's Mohammed Salah. There they go, hunting in packs. That's a decent clearance. That's a throw. And it's Makaleli. Now it's Park Ji-sung. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Adams. Now it's McGinn. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Shot could be on. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, it requires real discipline to defend this deep, and they are... Christie! No, he didn't quite meet it right. They've played it short. Milan are looking to go forward now. Van Nistelrooy. Mohammed Salah providing an outlet on that flank. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Park Ji-sung. McGinn. McTominay. Christie is herring after that one. Now it's McGinn. Played in deep. Tries to get it clear. Now there's a fine ball. Now it's Christie. Van Nistelrooy. Now, can they get him away? He can run onto that. And this is Mohammed Salah. That's good play. Picked out brilliantly. Robertson. And it's half-time here. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. That gets things going for the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Played out wide. He's on it, shoots! Sung. And it's Seedorf. It's Seedorf. Nicely shaped ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Adams. Spread it left. Now it's Christie. And it's Robertson. Mohammed Salah. Milan do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Christie. Now it's Adams. And the flag has stayed down. It's a good run, that. Great timing. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Mohammed Salah. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's free, he has got space. And he's had a hit. That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. "60 minutes played. Scotland looking to pass their way through. Christie. Hangs one in. Out of play for a goal kick. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Numero 8. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Looking tidy in possession here. And Van Nistelrooy! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Gilmore. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Makaleli. And it's Seedorf. Sung. That is ended up in no man's land. McGinn. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. McGinn. Gilmore. Out to the left it goes. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Scotland making consecutive changes here.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Seedorf. That's a smartly directed ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Again.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And he hits the net! Finally the breakthrough!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Makalele wins the duel this time. Makalele is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
Looking to play him in, gets into some space. Now the cross. Great vision, takes a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
And that has left him in a heap. Milan still ahead by the game's only goal. Oh, this looks sharp. Morgan strokes it back. Hoisted in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That has been slung wide. He gets big. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Scotland really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Stoichkov. Foot in. McGinn. Looking for options for movement. And that is as far as it goes. Milan have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Park Ji-sung taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I certainly enjoyed a really good show of collective effort, both in attack and defence, Peter. I think they had good numbers for the link-up play in attack and players willing to track back at all times. They were very good.
Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
And welcome to today's match.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Austria braced for their anthem.
In modern football, the role of the defensive midfielder has become hugely important.
Talking of which, Claude Makelele, the battery in the watch.
Yeah, and fittingly, a lot of pundits refer to it as the Makelele role now, such as his influence playing that position.
They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
And we're underway. In with the challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Danso did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Gregoric. Gregoric. Out to the left it goes. The ball goes in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And he's taking no chances there. It's a promising position. Danso. Lima. Posh. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Played back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Can he get on the end of this?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Referee's given a throw. And it's Salah. Mohammed Salah will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Baumgartner. He's looking wide. Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Arnautovic. Makalele does really well to win the ball there. Oh, that's a key interception. Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. Opts for safety. Makalele. Milan finding their passes. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tries to pass it through. Spread it left. Cross flung in towards the middle. Okazaki is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And he's gone looking for safety. And this is Mohammed Salah. Salah plays it in. Posh. Ball played for Baumgartner. Posh. And it's Alaba. And done so. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Arnautovic.
Arnautovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Shevchenko picks it up, and Shevchenko! That's going to go a long way. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Posh. Baumgartner. Looking for options for movement. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Cannavaro can get it clear. Crosses it into the area. Cleared away. Shevchenko.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Foot in. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nicely weighted ball. Hernandez gets it clear. Oh, he's been caught napping.
1 minute added time.
Makalele getting this one clear.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And the through ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. Shevchenko! Brilliant from Shevchenko!
Oh, it was a brilliant way to more or less bring this first half to a close, and you can only applaud such a fabulous goal to separate these two teams. And from a player, we should never really doubt.
Number 20.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. It's Been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Hello, everybody, and a quick announcement.
How would you review
now.
the first half?
I think it's a case of so far, so good.
Thank you for your
The boss has
cooperation.
clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Milan, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
And we're off again. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. He's shifting through the gears here. A probing pass. Stoichkov is in a really good position out wide. Sabitzer. And it's Lima. Danso. And it's Salah. And here's the chance to counter. And this is Stoichkov. Danso does well to get it back. Lima. Ball played for Baumgartner. Now it's on Nautovic. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, can he get onto this? Mohammed Salah going face-to-face with his great rival. Alaba gets it away. He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Makaleli being hounded, manhandled at times.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
He's having a shot! And it's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got...
And the shot! Oh, what has happened here? And one more try! He scored! Just one goal in it now! Game on! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Austria get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Here comes the cross.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And this is Torres. Alaba producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Sabitzer. Now it's Baumgartner. Real chance! This time surely! Really well taken goal. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
After 68 minutes.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Austria can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Shevchenko, and into the grateful arms of the keeper. Sabitzer. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now the ball in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Alaba. Danso. Now Lima. Sabitzer. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, smashing header! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Substitution for Austria, number 7.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
19, coming on the field, number 14, number 21. Substitution in progress.
Sabitzer. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mohammed Salah. And it's Fernando Torres.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Lima.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he's managed to get free. Stoichkov. Danso with the slide tackle there. David Villa. Cleared without complication. And he's forced to go back. And it's Vieira. That's a sharp pass.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Mohammed Salah. He's away. Plenty to aim at here.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Big chance, corner. That has been knocked clear. That is good strength. Alaba. David Villa. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So
And a chance! Danger averted for now. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither willing to give in. Your reflections then, Jim?
listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Hello everybody, and this is a quick reminder to let you know that you'll be able to catch today's match broadcast live on our club's FM station.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The strains of the national anthem of Colombia.
La formazione del Milan, il numero 6, Vieira, il numero 25, Park Ji-sung, il numero 5, Okazaki, il numero 18, Van Nistelrooy.
So we're up and running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I think this fella, Luis Diaz, will have a key role in being the link man. He's so good when it comes to progressing the ball up the pitch.
There's the shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Mojica gets it away. Colombia are looking to go forward now. Cuesta. He's looking wide. Kubo. No, that's been intercepted. And he's forced to go back. Lukumi to James Rodriguez. Mojica. Tries to play it through. He's in plenty of space here. Goes to finish! Goal! Colombia! And it's Colombia who take the lead. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Munoz. Now he's got space here. Out of play for a goal kick. Munoz. And it's Munoz. Lukumi. Cuesta. Lukumi. Cuesta. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Well spotted.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped. That pressing is so good. It's nice and early.
Okazaki. And here's Kubo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Kubo really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Mojica. Looking for options for movement.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's Okazaki. Kubo. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's in on goal! Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Colombia have the chance to go the other way. Mojica. Great vision. Diaz. He's in space and looking for options. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
They've played it short. Has crossed in. Chance to shoot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And now a sudden chance to counter. Davids. That's a sharp pass. Looking for the run. Oh, good take in a good area. Mojica. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Van Nistelrooy. And here's Kubo. Kubo! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Milan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Kubo going face-to-face with his great rival. And that was very necessary. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Great ball, and he's in here. Backward it goes. Here comes the... It's a mighty effort! And yes, it's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Colombia are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Van Nistelrooy, chance, surely! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Diaz. James Rodriguez. And it's Okazaki. Kubo. That's a nasty shot. It's Okazaki! Decent effort as the first half draws to a close. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Milan certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Here we go again then.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
It's a promising position. Davids, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Lerma. James. That's a cute ball. It's out for a goal kick. It's Park Ji-suk. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now, what about a counter-attack? This looks promising. Davids. Ball played for Okazaki. Played out towards the right wing. And it's Vieira. James Rodriguez. Shevchenko. Now it's Kubo. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Colombia do have a chance to counter here. Over to the left. Now it's Diaz.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Out towards the flank. Mojica. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. So what can they make of this? Van Nistelrooy. Kubo. That is a great pick out. He can get that clear. Diaz, who does have an assist to his name. Mojica. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Diaz. Now Davids. Davids pokes it out wide. That's a throw. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
And it's Kubo. Davids. He has a look at Park Ji-sung! And that is wildly off target.
Sostituzione per il Milan, numero 10.
Milan making consecutive changes here.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. It's a pretty loose pass. Van Nistelrooy might just make this. Stoichkov. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Lukumi. Mojica. There will be a throw-in. Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Well, that pass isn't the best. And this is Stoichkov. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Munoz. Cuesta. Oh, can he get onto this? And Diaz. Now it's Mohammed Salah. Mohammed Salah will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Diaz. He's had it taken off him. Looking to play him in. And this is Mohammed Salah. And the shot! They've scored! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Milan are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick. Colombia clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
He's onside. Up he goes! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Cambio di giocatori.
So here comes a substitution. And he's hit it long. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, that's fabulous.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
It's a lovely, neat pass. Great defending, strong and determined. Out to the right. Now it's Quintero. Munoz. That looks a good... Oh, shooting chance! And the number on the board is 3. And it's Van Nistelrooy. That has not gone well. And that's that. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Milan didn't quite recover from the early blow, Peter, after which they just got stuck in chase mode.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Signore e signori, vi invitiamo a guardare il maxi schermo per alcune indicazioni da parte delle forze dell'ordine.